Have you ever noticed that when you're exhausted, even a normal sentence can sound like very harsh criticism? You're tired. You've slept in fragments. The house feels loud. It's messy. Your body feels heavy. And your partner says something simple, but instead of hearing the meaning, you hear just noises. And if there's even the slightest sharpness in tone, defensiveness rises instantly. Connection disappears and listening shuts down. Today, we are continuing the Listening Reset series. This is Coach Adrian, and I'm so delighted that you are watching our Accordia Way content. My colleague Suzanne and I have created this series in order to help you understand the difference between hearing words and feeling emotionally safe enough to truly listen. And today, we're talking about something that's very real. Listening when you are exhausted, parents. Because fatigue doesn't just drain your energy, it also distorts perception. And when you are very tired, your nervous system is already on edge. So neutral words can feel like pressure. And even gentle questions can feel like demands. Small frustrations get amplified. And if there's even a hint of criticism in tone, well, your brain will latch onto that. The negative penetrates faster than the positive sometimes. And suddenly, you're reacting instead of just listening. So let me ask you a question. When you've been deeply tired, did you find it harder to hear your partner with generosity and with kindness? And there's no shame here. I've experienced it myself. Exhaustion can change how we process information, and we must be conscious of that. And that is how we can make creative adjustments. One powerful tool, something that is quite simple, is a 5-minute swap rests. One of you lies down, fully relaxes for 5 minutes, sets a timer, no phone, no scrolling, just breathing, just relaxing, and then you switch. The other person can do the same. And only after both of you have had that small reset, can you, or should you, sit down and listen to each other again. I recommend keeping it short, but make it intentional. 5 minutes of rest can drastically shift the tone of a conversation. Another approach is written notes. When you're exhausted, written words sometimes land a lot more gently than spoken words. Short notes, something loving included if possible, and gentle requests instead of critical language. Because when you are in survival mode, delivery matters more than content. And there's also something powerful about just physical rest. A shower while the baby naps, a quick coffee together, or even a short dessert date if someone can watch the children for an hour or two. It doesn't have to be elaborate. It can be very simple, but it has to be intentional. And if you're able to do this, especially when babies are young, you will find it easier to live through the fog of those early years. Ultimately, it is important for you to give yourselves time to connect as a couple, even if it's a simple 1-hour outing. That small decision or those small moments can help you basically get into a rhythm that you can continue for years to come. Recognizing something essential, that your relationship is not something that is separate from parenting, it is the foundation of it. So when the couple bond weakens, listening weakens. When the couple bond strengthens, your listening ability deepens. And here's something important for you to remember. Your children benefit from your closeness. Research suggests that when children witness affection between their parents, they feel more secure, they feel more calm, they feel safer. So protecting your relationship is not selfish. Don't feel guilty for investing in spending time together. It is stabilizing for the entire family. And listening when you're exhausted also does require a level of humility. It may require saying, I'm too tired to respond well right now. Can we pause and come back to this in 20 minutes or tomorrow morning? That's not avoidance. It's not running away from a conversation. It's actually emotional wisdom. You have to determine together what kind of parents you ultimately want to be. What values define your family? What rhythms work for you? Also, incorporating the reality that every child is different, every family is different. But one principle must remain constant. If you don't protect the couple and your relationship, exhaustion will erode your relationship itself. So, what kind of small actions could you take on this week to prioritize listening even if you are exhausted? Is it a 5-minute reset, a short note, a mini date, something else? It's important for you to be clear and intentional about what you're going to try to put into practice. And I encourage you to also take advantage of our tool, the Accordia Communication Mirror tool, so that you can continue to track your patterns over time. Because ultimately, we want to help you have a greater sense of awareness over the dynamics and patterns in your relationship, in your marriage, so that it can evolve positively over time. And if you're able to observe, whether you're repairing, whether you're listening, whether you're working as a team, you are much more likely to have a positive experience in your marriage. And if you're navigating a specific challenge, please feel free to share it with us so that we can address it in a future video. The reality is that your experience matters, and your experience can really help other people who may be going through similar challenges or who may be able to avoid going through similar challenges that you've experienced because you've shared what you've learned. And that is a beautiful thing. We are all learning together. No one has arrived. It's just sharing experiences and caring for one another so that we can strengthen our relationships and our marriages, because it is so foundational for all of our well-being. In the next episode of the listening series, we're going to explore something that is very powerful. You must build empathy for your partner, because if you don't, your relationship will erode. When you're exhausted, empathy is very often the first thing that goes out the window. So, we must rebuild it intentionally. Stay with us in a Accordia way so that we can help you stay connected. Our goal is to help many couples all over the world to stay connected, even through the challenging times, to continue to build unity and love and compassion for one another. And that is a beautiful thing.